we've got a great show lined up for tonight. Let's have a look who is on my open-topped bus of celebration. My first guest is the impossibly handsome Dr. Luka Kovac in ER. It's Goran Višnjić. Goran, how do you do? Good to see you.
Pretty good. What's up? How are you?
Goran. Good evening, Goran.
Hello.
My God, with those looks, and being a doctor, I bet the women cannot wait to undress in front of you, eh? Okay. Although, on the downside, I've got a prostate that needs examining, so I hope you brought your gloves.
Where are my gloves, guys?
My next guest is the star of the hit TV show Footballers' Wives. It's Zoe Lucker. Hey, Zoe. Oh, you look beautiful. The beautiful and talented Zoe Lucker. Now, if you haven't seen it, Footballers' Wives features trashy clothes, bed hopping, and breast implants catching fire. Apparently, Victoria Beckham thinks it's a documentary. My next guest is a genuine Hollywood legend and star of the imminent blockbuster Sin City. It's Mr. Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke. I'm very excited he's on the programme. Look at Mickey. He's lived, he's touched the highs and the lows of Tinseltown. He's been up and down more times than Colin Farrell's arse. He knows what it's all about. My final guest is here with his band, Jamiroquai. They'll be playing later on. It's the cat in the hat himself. It's JK.
Hello. You looking good?
You look cool. You look unflappable.
I brought you a present.
Oh, thank you.
2 presents.
I would hope so. I can't wait to see them.
Lovely.
I'll just leave the keys out, actually. That'll be fine. Jay drove here this evening in his souped-up Rolls-Royce. Amazingly, he didn't get a speeding ticket. His local police have found a way of slowing him down. They've laid a series of blondes in the road outside his house. Mind you, probably so has he. Aye? All right. All right. What a green room that is, eh? It's like Disneyland. You've got the beautiful Snow White, the legendary Mickey, Doc, and of course, Dopey and some other groups. See what I'm saying? Now, before we get to that, we should talk about this because it's National Vegetarian Week. I hope you're aware of that. Now, you know, I'm a meat eater. Normally, my wife's a vegetarian, one of my kids is a vegetarian, but I thought, you know, I might try it. Didn't really fancy the idea. Up until now, I thought that nothing could tempt me into the house of the mung bean and sandal. Until I saw this video they have released promoting vegetarianism. Now, I should warn you, it's the first vegetable awareness campaign with an 18 certificate. Apparently, vegetarians are getting more than their 5 portions a day. Have a look at this. My God, it's vegetarian pornography. It's pornography, that's what it is. It's pornography. It could spawn a whole new craze in vegetarian porn. What next? Debbie does salads. Before I bring my first guest out, let's see him in action as Dr. Kovac in ER. Here he is.
133, VP 90 pallet with Atnick in the rig.
Excess.
2 large bore beans, got a leader en route.
It ain't what you do. Take a vacation.
Not my fault Sam didn't inspect the shelves this morning.
Cube. I'm going to palpate the femoral. What do you want to do with that?
Tube. She's gonna need surgery. She can't have an oral tube.
Okay, can I crack her?
No, you're gonna observe quietly. Louise, you have a broken jaw, broken bones in your face.
Clear?
Face is little.
Hey, dude. My hands are numb. Weird.
When does it start?
Just noticed it.
Okay, Brett, hold the C-spine. Let's move in carefully. Sam, I wasn't, and you're overreacting.
You've got to love ER. You've got to love ER. Here he is, Goran Višnjić, ladies and gentlemen.
Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. No pills I give my ears. I got a bad case of loving you.
It's almost too much for the ladies to bear. Us both being out here at the same time, Goran, I'm telling you. Now, Goran, before we start, is from Croatia originally. This is correct.
Yes.
I'm going to welcome Goran in Croatian, ladies and gentlemen. Dobar večer.
Dobar večer.
That means good evening, is that right?
Excellent.
Okay. Could you translate, see if I'm doing it right? Drago mi je da.
I'm very pleased.
Pleased to meet you. Želim popufsa na piano.
Oh, that's a tough one to translate. I want you to be on piano with 4 puffs.
Well, if that's your interpretation, it says a lot about you. Well, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming. It's nice to have you here. I'm a big fan of ER, and I'm delighted you're on. One thing we should clear out initially, the pronunciation of your name. It's Goran, and the second name is Višnjić?
Yes.
Višnjić, okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Do you get mistaken for the tennis player a lot, Goran Višnjić?
Eurovision.
Yes.
Yes.
Does that happen often?
Quite often.
Because when I said you on the show, a few people said, yeah, see if you can get me some tickets for Wimbledon. But he is Croatian as well.
Yeah.
You must be the 2 most famous Croatians.
Pretty much so, but I never get when he won Wimbledon, he came to Croatia. It was about 700,000 people waiting for him on the airport in a 5 million people country. So I don't think I'm going to ever get that.
That was quite something. It was quite some achievement as well. Croatia, I've never been to Croatia. I hear it is a very beautiful country. And recently, I know it's become once again a very popular holiday destination for Brits to go there. Do you like British tourists when you're over there? Do you meet them much? Do you encounter them? Are they pleasant people to have around?
Not much, because for the last 6 years I've been spending more time in the States. Right. You know, so every summer. Actually, tomorrow I'm flying for Croatia. I'm going to be there for at least 20 days, just island hopping on my speedboat. That's going to be fun. Wow. And Brits, I know them from London, and it's let me tell you, one of my favorite cities to hang around.
Well, that's good. When you say island hopping, you're driving tourists around? It's a kind of a summer job for you? This is just relaxation?
I might do that this year, because a couple of my colleagues from ER might be coming, so I might charge them a couple of $100.
Can you imagine how popular that would be, get driven around by the blokes from ER? There's an act, give you a tracheotomy with a pen. But the character you play is, his name is, it's Luka Kovac, which he's a Croatian as well.
It is, yeah.
What a coincidence for you to get that. I bet you could not believe your luck.
It was quite amazing.
You were involved in him being Croatian, I imagine.
Yeah, first they gave me the name I couldn't stand. It was something like weird, unpronounceable, whatever.
Was it an actual Croatian name, though?
No, it was like more, it was Serbian.
Like
more.
They
didn't know the difference.
Schmiggly-piggly, something like that.
Something I can't remember now.
You don't want that name.
But then I gave them the list of 5 names and 5 last names, and I made sure that 4 of them are completely unpronounceable, so they had to end up with Luka and Kovac, because that's easy for, English people.
Luka Kovac, and it is an easy one for us to get our tongues around. Hey, can you do any surgery? Have you learned any actual doctoring from being... Because how long have you played Luka for?
Oh my God, 6 years.
6 years. So in that time, you must be pretty handy around a scalpel, I imagine.
Oh my God, yeah. As long as I have an artificial skin, you don't want me to do anything on you.
You must be a bit tempted, aren't you?
Actually, yeah.
Look, after the show, I just happen to have some doctor's jackets. Why don't we go to a hospital, see how long it takes for them to rumble us?
Let's do that, I think.
Because we could get ladies to take their tops off.
Definitely. Breast exam?
Well, if you insist, but I think I'm here. Let me ask you, that stuff you say, when a patient comes in the ER, it's always very dramatic. The double doors go bam, in comes someone, normally bloom all over the place, and you say stuff very quickly, and I don't know whether you're making up or it's what a doctor would say. Is it improvisation, or is this,
No, it's actually, we can't improvise, because that would confuse the hell out of it. I mean, it's confusing enough when it's choreographed, and then if you improvise, that would really be bad.
So say I come in, I've got they say gunshot wound. So they use an abbreviation for that, don't they? What they say?
GSW.
GSW to the head, patient, blah, 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 hoodie, and I'm coming in. I'm coming in. What do you say to the nurse?
If it's a gunshot wound in the hand, it's probably first thing would be, he's brain dead. Let's take another patient.
Don't start on me like that. It might have been through the like just the tip of my nose has gone.
Oh yeah, I probably would say like let's put him on a CT scan in the first place. Make sure that he's stable. You know, do a couple of things. Make sure the airway is open. You know, like heart is working properly, lungs. You know, but
Next time I'm ill, I want you to be my doctor because you sound cool about it. Relax. I don't feel like I'm
with
going to
like 10 of morphine. That's always a nice ending.
Yeah, give him a
morphine.
It sounds great. Like you really know what you're doing. But it must be fun. Are there props lying around all the time? Are there figures of people who have been hurt in some way? Because presumably you don't use real people all the time, do you?
Quite often, yeah. But when we need to do like real gross procedures, you know, for example,
And you're cutting the chest right up.
yeah, it's like guys have like if this is the table like you had, it's going to be a huge hole in it for patient's actor butt, you know, so it goes down.
So the bottom
and
is
you
in
put
there.
like prosthetic chest on him, which has artificial skin, artificial bone under. So you take a 10 blade, you cut the skin, then you take a sternal saw and you cut through the artificial piece of bone. Then you take.
But hang on, they have a sound effects department. You don't have to do that.
And actually, first year on the show, I love, that's my favorite tool because it's really cool saw and it actually vibrates. So first time I did it,
Make sure the nurses don't take that home for the evening, aren't you, eh?
you have to love that machine. Okay. And then you ask for a thoracotomy tray and then bring you a piece of equipment which looks quite medieval kind of thing. You just, in a chest, you crank it open like this, and then you split open the chest. And inside you can see like electrically operated heart.
So they have all this being worked from
Yeah,
underneath.
it's very high-tech kind of thing. And then you see the lungs coming up and down. And now it should be gross. But then when you look under the table, you see our prop guy, Rick Kearns, was like blowing up the lungs, going up and down. So it's not very high-tech, and you can't actually...
But it works.
It works great.
Hey, do you ever play with a defibrillator? You know that thing they have, I've always wanted to get one of those, and I've dropped enough hints, and my wife isn't biting, but those things where when someone's, their heart's stopping, I believe, and you get out the paddles.
Yeah. First season on the show, far before I came on the show, they actually didn't know how to work out everything, so they actually real defibrillators.
Well, and there's a big charge in those things, isn't there?
Fortunately, when they've been joking around, they didn't charge it all the way up, so somebody actually shot somebody.
No.
Heart didn't stop. Everything was okay. Since then, we have just, it looks perfectly fine, but batteries are taken out and the cord is like cut off, so nobody can even
I bet
joke
when they did
about
that was funny, wasn't it? I bet.
Yeah, very funny.
I mean, you wouldn't do it often, but I bet you got a big laugh, didn't they?
Yeah, no, it was actually.
Hey, I got one here.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm abusing.
Oh, crap. It's a British version. They're a little bit different. Uh-oh. Hang on, let me assist you.
I'll be honest with you, that wasn't very convincing.
I'm just showing you where to put
Right,
it.
you put your hands on.
No.
Don't
I
be a
can't
big-
put my hands off. I have
Put your hands on now, don't be a big pansy. What's wrong with
Shock me.
you? Put your hands on, I'm not going to shock you. Right, and then I say clear. Right, you ready? Clear. Clear, you take your hands off. Have you not been in an ER? Clear. Well, how would you do it? Show me how you would do it. If you're on the show, okay? Because they use a fake one like this. This isn't charged up, I should tell you.
Yeah, we just had it on the monitor. You can actually see it.
Yeah.
You put like silicone pads on it. They have to be. If you forgot silicone pads, if a guy has a hairy chest, you can have a little fire on
So you get a little blibber.
Okay.
Here we go.
You know,
Hold on, I'll be doing this.
One comes
Now, hold
on this
on, wait a
side,
minute.
one comes on this side, and then it's clear. Hello. Now, he should be jumping.
Well, he's not a real person. Okay. That worked about as well as we hoped, didn't it?
Yeah, right.
Right. Okay. Oh, I'm very... God, it's hard being a doctor, isn't it?
It is.
Nurse! ER is, I would have thought, and I've met a few people who worked in it, a pretty punishing schedule. Those American shows, because they do, what, about 25, 26 a year?
No, 22. ER is
22 a
22.
year. And how do you fit movies in around there? Because you've made a few, I know, and I would imagine that's where you want to head, isn't it?
Summertime, we always have 2.5 months break. So it's like, you know, you take 2.5 months. Sometimes you ask the guys from ER to let you out a couple of episodes. So they're quite good, actually, doing that.
And do you have any movies lined up? Because I've seen you in a couple. I saw you in the one that you made with Tilda Swinton.
Yeah, The Deep End.
Which was fabulous, I thought. I don't think you did that well over here, but I thought it was a tremendous film. And also Welcome to Sarajevo you in as well, which was, you know, very much a big hit, certainly in the art circuit. Good movies, but movies which I suspect you choose because they're slightly more complex roles than many you see out there.
The Deep End was exactly that, because it was like opportunity to create a part which is like guy starts as a bad guy and turns into completely a good guy in about film time of 3 days. So that was sort of really compelling to do something like that. And of course, I knew Tilda Swinton was going to be in the film, which made a huge difference. You know, because Tilda is excellent. You know what? I don't get like, you know, crazily too many offers. You know, it's like basically whatever you get, you're trying to choose something that would be like best for you to do. You're trying to choose something you never did before. So it's depending on the script. I never had a preference about drama, comedy, thriller, this and that. It's a good script. Then, of course, you see who is in it, who are directors and stuff like that. That's basically the first thing you're looking at.
I imagine when someone like you does well on ER, obviously you do a long slog, and 6 years must feel like a long slog. And you must be thinking, well, I don't know how many more I'm going to do here.
I know exactly how many more.
How many more?
2 more.
That's it.
We'll see then. You know, but for now, it's 2 more.
Okay. But, you know, as a fan of the show, you know, I understand why actors want to move on and want to move on to other things, but part of me resents that, because you want to see them staying with the part that they've made so integral and crucial to the show. So I hope that they do talk to you and stay a bit longer. Is the food good? Do you get free food and stuff when you work?
Food is excellent.
Yeah, well, there you go. Even if for that reason you might want to stay.
There you go.
It's on Monday nights on Channel 4. It's really lovely to meet you. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Goran Višnjić. Goran, that was lovely. Thank you very much. Goodbye, Crazy Frog. Hello, Coldplay, who are on the show next week, by the way. Let's get our next guest out. I'm delighted she's here. She's made a huge name for herself in the UK on the hit television show Footballers' Wives. It's Zoe Lucker. All my guests this evening, of course, Mickey Rourke, Zoe Lucker, Goran Višnjić, and